rally is unfolding in the US stock market. Initial unemployment claims dropped to a less extent than expected. The US dollar is skidding, with its index having shed 0.12%. The dollar versus the Canadian dollar pair is following the downtrend. Futures on the US benchmark stock indices are picking up steam as investors are optimistic about the stimulus package and the minutes of the Federal Reserve. Futures on the Dow Jones rose 0.86% in the early New York trade. The Nasdaq gained 0.85% and the S&P 500 was 0.59% up. Yesterday, Donald Trump appealed to Congress to pass the bill on financial aid to air companies and small businesses. Besides, the US president called on Congress to approve another round of stimulus checks worth $1,200 to millions of Americans. A day ago, market sentiment turned sour in light of the news that the talks on the stimulus package might not resume until the presidential election in November. Market participants perked up following the minutes of the latest Fed policy meeting, as Fed officials underscored a rapid economic recovery in the third quarter. The manufacturing sector was also gaining momentum in July and August, though at a slower pace than in the previous 2 months. The number of initial unemployment claims declined by 9,000 last week to the revised 840,000. Analysts had projected a steeper fall of 17,000 from 820,000 in the flash estimate. Importantly, an average number of first-time jobless claims have contracted by 13,250 for the recent 4 weeks. The total number of Americans who receive unemployment benefits decreased by 1 million in the week ended on September 26 from a week ago. Both the US dollar and the yen are trading lower today amid the appeal from Donald Trump about extra stimulus for small businesses under the pandemic conditions. The US President and House Speaker Nэнsi Pelоси are poised to approve stimulus measures to prop up passenger airlines. Nevertheless, the US leader halted the talks with Democrats on a large-scale package until the election. The US dollar dipped to trade at 93.51. The Australian dollar gained 0.31%. The Kiwi edged up 0.08% to the dollar. The Japanese yen is at 106 points against the dollar. The euro rose to 1.1776 against the greenback, and having grown 0.23%, the pound sterling is trading at 1.2947 against the dollar. Investors found out from the Fed minutes that the central bank was still hesitant about further steps to mitigate the fallout from the coronavirus-driven crisis. The dollar versus loonie pair is following the bearish trend. The currency pair closed on Wednesday at 1.3252 with a 0.4% fall. The pair is trading lower on the back of the US dollar's weakness and a bounce of global oil prices. Brent is gaining ground despite growing US oil inventories. There's a likelihood of a further increase of oil prices, so the US dollar versus Canadian dollar pair aims for the level below 1.32. Yesterday, 2 Fed officials spoke in favor of expanding the quantitative easing program. The odds are that the US central bank will resort to further easing of its monetary policy until the year end. However, a lot will depend on the stimulus package, which has not been settled yet due to disagreement between the Republicans and Democrats. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you back tomorrow. Bye.